Trial version. Trial version.
Sir, today we will start SHM.
No, thermodynamics is not over
Trial
yet.
version.
Okay, sir.
No? We'll complete that, then
Trial
only
version.
we'll go ahead. Today we'll continue with thermodynamics because
Trial
second law
version.
left, Carnot engine.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Trial version.
আপনি কি শুরু করেছেন?
Trial
No,
version.
I haven't started yet now anything.
Trial version.
I'll be starting.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial
So we'll be
version.
dealing with the last part, that is the most efficient engine, that
Trial
is your
version.
Carnot engine.
Trial version.
And we'll see the different strokes, the ideal engine and
Trial
its
version.
efficiency. We'll see it.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So
Trial version.
let's begin our journey.
Trial version.
The Carnot engine.
Trial version. Trial version.
So Carnot
version.
engine.
Trial version.
Now Carnot engine is the most efficient
Trial version.
engine. It's a design, sir. Ideally, it's not possible.
Trial version.
Design. What was the working substance, sir? Working substance in Carnot
Trial
engine
version.
is an ideal gas. Working substance.
Trial version.
Working substance is an ideal gas.
Trial version.
Okay. So
Trial
the Carnot
version.
engine, the working substance is your ideal gas. And
Trial
it's a
version.
4-stroke reversible engine. It's a
Trial
4-stroke
version.
engine. What is the the body?
Trial
Body
version.
is nothing but a cylinder.
Trial version.
Okay. And the walls
Trial
are
version.
insulated. This is the body.
Trial
Walls are
version.
insulated.
Trial
And
version.
base is highly conducting. Base is highly
Trial
conducting,
version.
fitted with a piston. Piston is also insulated.
Trial version.
Okay, this is the body. Over here the ideal gas is kept,
Trial
and there
version.
is an insulating stand.
Trial version.
Insulating stand.
Trial
Letting
version.
stand.
Trial version.
Okay, there is an insulating stand. So what is my Ideal
version.
working substance, sir. Working substance in your Carnot engine is your ideal gas. The
Trial
working
version.
substance in a Carnot engine is ideal gas. So the body of the engine
Trial
is your
version.
cylinder fitted with a piston, insulated piston. Walls are
Trial
insulated,
version.
base is highly conducting. Okay, and there is an insulated stand.
Trial
Now, what
version.
is engine? Engine means it takes the heat from the source, which is
Trial
at high
version.
temperature, and gives out the heat to the cold body, that is
Trial
called
version.
sink, and performs some useful work. Means you get
Trial
the
version.
equation that Q1 plus W, Q1 equals to Q2 plus W,
Trial
and W
version.
equals to Q1 minus Q2. So efficiency equals to useful work output W
Trial
by
version.
work input Q1, and from that you got it the efficiency for any engine
Trial
eta equals
version.
to 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Is it okay?
Trial version.
This is the efficiency of any engine.
Trial
Now,
version.
then for a particular Carnot engine, how this
Trial
formula change? This is the any engine. Okay, this is for
Trial
any
version.
engine. Now, what are the strokes of the
Trial
Carnot
version.
engines? It's a 4-stroke reversible engine, fast stroke. Fast stroke is
Trial
called,
version.
write it down, these are not given in detail like that,
Trial version.
isothermal expansion.
Trial version.
Isothermal expansion, fast stroke of the Carnot engine.
Trial version.
Again, I am telling you, it is nothing but a design, sir. The Saudi
Trial
Carnot,
version.
okay, French, I mean, engineer, he designed it.
Trial version.
So first stroke is your isothermal expansion. Now,
Trial
what he
version.
told, how it is being done, the body of the engine
Trial version.
is being placed, the body of the engine
Trial
is being
version.
placed on the insulated stand first. The walls
Trial
are
version.
insulated.
Trial version.
Walls are insulated.
Trial version.
Okay.
Trial version.
And the base is being
Trial
placed on your source, sir. Source, you know, which is at a very
Trial
high
version.
temperature. It is at a
Trial
temperature
version.
T1. Now, so fast stroke, Anik Barman, just see it.
Trial version.
I am discussing, those who joined late, I am discussing with you the most
Trial
efficient
version.
engine, that is called Carnot engine. Okay, it's a 4-stroke
Trial version.
reversible engine. The working substance of the Carnot engine
Trial
is
version.
ideal gas. The working substance of the Carnot engine is
Trial version.
an ideal gas. Remember it. This is the body of the engine.
Trial version.
It's nothing but an cylinder. The walls are highly insulated, fitted
Trial
with a
version.
piston that is also highly insulated, and base is a highly conducting.
Trial
Okay,
version.
and there is an insulated stand is also there. Now,
Trial
fast
version.
stroke, isothermal expansion. Now, already I told you what engine does. It takes
Trial
the
version.
heat from the hot body source, converts some amount of
Trial
heat into
version.
useful work, and remaining amount of heat it gives out to the cold body, that is
Trial
called
version.
sink. Okay. So, what
Trial
I did,
version.
now ideal gas is a what? And the working substance inside, it is your what? The
Trial
ideal
version.
gas, sir. Okay, over here. Suppose the ideal gas, now you place
Trial
the
version.
source is a huge temperature body. Remember, it's a huge temperature
Trial
body,
version.
which is at a temperature T1. Now, as soon as you place
Trial
the
version.
body, the source will get, I mean, you know, the
Trial
inside
version.
the gas, the ideal gas will get the temperature of the source, because base is highly
Trial
conducting,
version.
sir. So the initial condition P1, V1
version.
and T1. Pressure is P1, volume is V1 and
Trial
temperature is
version.
T1. Just follow it. Base is highly conducting, sir. Okay.
Trial version.
Now then what you are doing it isothermal expansion first stroke. That
Trial
means what will
version.
you do, sir? What will you do?
Trial version.
You will move the piston slowly up. Expansion. The volume has to increase.
Trial version.
You will move the piston slowly up. Okay. So
Trial
you
version.
move the piston slowly up. Then who can tell me what will happen?
Trial version.
Okay. Who can tell me what will happen, sir? You are
Trial
moving the
version.
From
piston.
the source will be absorbed by the
Volume will
water.
increase. Then someone saying something.
Trial
Subayan,
version.
So the
Rishi.
heat of the body will be absorbed. Heat of the source will be absorbed by the
Trial
body. The
version.
volume will increase.
Okay. Now my next question. Okay. Why heat
Trial
will be
version.
The
absorbed?
temperature will also increase because V1 by T1 should
Isothermal,
remain
sir.
constant.
Base the conducting.
Oh, sir, I thought
Isothermal.
so the pressure should
Isot.
decrease.
And then
Trial
my
version.
question is that why heat will be absorbed, sir? Are you getting
So
it? My
base the
question.
conducting.
Yes, sir.
Trial
Hmm?
version.
So base the conducting বললাম।
Base the conducting.
হ্যাঁ কিন্তু বেসটা কন্ডাক্টিং হলে
Trial
টেম্পারেচারটা কেন অ্যাবজর্ব হবে আমি বলছি কন্ডাক্টিং করা হয়েছে অ্যাবজর্ব রাখার জন্য কিন্তু কেন আমার লজিকটা
Trial
হচ্ছে
version.
হোয়াই টেম্পারেচার উইল বি অ্যাবজর্ব মিন্স হিট উইল বি অ্যাবজর্ব
তো ওয়ার্ক যাতে করতে পারে তাই
Trial
জন্যই
version.
yes I'll tell you more specific
Trial
actually
version.
okay I'll tell you more specifics see how physics is so interesting sir the concept
Trial version.
now you see you have a piston initial condition
Trial
was
version.
P1, V1 and T1. Pressure is P1, volume is V1 and temperature is T1, sir.
Trial
Okay.
version.
Is it okay? Now, as the base is conducting, so automatically the inside the
Trial
gas
version.
will get the same temperature as that of the source. Now, then what you are
Trial
doing, you are
version.
moving the piston up, sir. Am I right, sir?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
I told you expansion. Now it is an
Trial version.
isothermal process. So you are doing it slowly, that's okay. Isothermal process
Trial version.
means in the expansion, what is the change in internal energy, sir?
0
Trial version.
Perfect. Because du equals to NCVDT. So the
Trial
change in internal energy in this process is 0,
Trial
sir.
version.
du equals to 0. Follow me properly, thoroughly. Just change in
version.
internal energy in this case is 0. Now, if change in
Trial
internal
version.
energy is 0, sir, the gas is expanding, sir.
Trial
So what
version.
will happen? A positive work will be done.
so heat will be
Okay.
absorbed.
Trial version.
Yes, now positive work, if it's done, then positive work will be done how?
Trial version.
From the
Heat is
heat
absorbed.
which is being taken, absorbed
Trial
from
version.
the outside source. Because as you are keeping the temperature
Trial
constant,
version.
that means you cannot take the heat from the internal energy, sir. Am I right?
Trial version.
You cannot take the heat from the internal energy. What's the reason behind
Trial
it, sir?
version.
To perform the work. Because if you take the heat from the internal energy,
Trial
then
version.
what will happen, sir? You are taking the heat from the internal energy. That automatically the internal energy will
Trial
decrease.
version.
If you perform the external work, means PdV, due to expense of the internal energy,
Trial
then
version.
internal energy will decrease. And if internal energy decreases, then you know internal
Trial
energy is a
version.
function of temperature, sir. Then what will
Temperature will
happen, sir?
vary.
Temperature will
Trial
fall.
version.
But I am telling you, sir, it's an isothermal process, sir. That means temperature has to remain constant.
Trial
So you
version.
cannot take the heat from the internal energy, sir. So what you have to do, sir, to
Trial
perform
version.
the work, you have to take the heat from the external source, sir. And that
Trial
is why it
version.
is taking the heat from the source. Is it clear the concept, sir?
Trial
Any
version.
problem, feel free and tell me, sir.
So could you repeat once?
Trial
I
version.
am telling you, see, the cylinder is expanding. So expansion
Trial
means
version.
what work? Positive work? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Trial
because
version.
PdV, there is a change in volume expansion means, so it's a positive work. Now, if
Trial version.
work is being done, then from where it will get the energy to do the work? Now,
Trial
if you say,
version.
sir, it will take the energy from the internal energy. To do the work, it will take
Trial version.
the heat from the internal energy. Now, if I take it
Trial
like
version.
that, okay, it will take the heat from the internal energy, then what will happen? If it takes the heat from the internal
Trial
energy,
version.
then internal energy will decrease, sir. If internal energy decreases, its
Trial
temperature
version.
will fall because internal energy is a function of temperature only. So temperature
Trial
will fall.
version.
Then it will not remain anymore isothermal process, sir. So as I told you, it is an
Trial
isothermal process. That means temperature has to remain constant. That means
Trial version.
there cannot be change in internal energy, sir. That means the work
Trial
cannot be
version.
done due to the expense of the internal energy. So then how the work will be done, sir? It will take
Trial
the heat
version.
from the source and using that heat it will do the work, sir. Is it clear?
Trial version.
Okay,
Any
sir. Okay.
problem?
Yes, sir.
That means
Trial version.
the body of the engine is taking the heat Q1 from the source, sir.
Trial
Okay, now
version.
as source is a huge body, so as a result you took a little
Trial
amount of
version.
heat from the source, the temperature of the source will not change. Like a say
Trial
ocean,
version.
if you take, I mean, a glass of water, from that
Trial version.
there will be no change in the level actually. So source T1, so it is
Trial
taking the
version.
heat from the source Q1. Now you understood?
Trial version.
So now the new system becomes actually,
Trial version.
this so detailed it's not given. Later on after 12 we will
Trial
be
version.
studying. But before in hand I am teaching you. Okay.
Trial version.
It will become like this expansion.
Trial version.
So these two. So internal parameter will be
Trial
what
version.
then? Pressure will change. P2, V2 and
Trial
temperature
version.
will be what? T1, sir. Is it okay? And it has taken Q1
Trial
amount of
version.
heat. Because of that, because of the expansion, it is doing the work. So that work is
Trial
being
version.
done by taking the heat from the source, sir. So Q1 amount of heat is being taken
Trial
to the
version.
system. Okay. Just remember the structure of the engine. It takes the heat from the
Trial
hot body.
version.
That's why it took the heat you see from the source, hot body. Okay.
Trial version.
Any problem?
Trial version.
Any doubt, sir?
Sir,
Hmm.
that
Trial version.
heat you told it will be taken in a very little amount. Little means what? Tends
No,
to
no,
zero.
Trial
whatever.
version.
No. Whatever heat will be taken, but source temperature will not change because source is a
Trial
huge
version.
body. Understood? That's why I told you these are a design actually.
Trial
Okay,
version.
sir.
Okay. Second step, sir. Second stroke.
Trial version.
So do we actually use this Carnot engine?
No, it's an ideal design, sir.
Trial
It's
version.
never ever able to. But
Sir, what is
people
the
try.
use of the Carnot engine?
Trial version.
See, people try to reach closer and closer. Understood?
Trial version.
Keeping this one as an ideal.
Trial version.
স্যার এটা কিসে ইউজ হয় এমনি অ্যাপ্লিকেশন কি এটা?
অ্যাপ্লিকেশন রিয়েল
Trial
কেসে
version.
কিছু পাবে না,
মানে
কিন্তু
actually
এটাকে আমরা হ্যাঁ,
Trial
এটা শুধু একটা
version.
দিস ইজ আ
concept.
কনসেপ্ট, দিস ইজ আ কনসেপ্ট স্যার। তুমি তো আইডিয়াল গ্যাসই পাবে না।
Trial version.
সেকেন্ড ওয়ান
হ্যাঁ
ইজ
তা
ইয়োর,
স্যার এটা at most কত
Trial version.
efficiency পাওয়া যায়?
বলছি আমি আসছি, সব ক্যালকুলেট করব।
Trial version.
সেকেন্ড ওয়ান ইজ অ্যাডিয়াবেটিক এক্সপ্যানশন।
Trial version.
Second stroke. I mean, adiabatic
version.
expansion, what we do, immediately we take the body of the engine to the insulating
Trial
stand.
version.
You see it. So that means
Trial version.
this is being taken to the
Trial
insulating stand now. Okay.
Trial version.
Insulating stand.
Trial version.
That means if I have taken this into the insulating stand,
Trial
that
version.
means my base was highly conducting, so no heat can be transferred from the base.
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial
Is it
version.
clear?
Trial
There
version.
cannot be any heat
Adiabatic.
Second one is adiabatic expansion. Means
Trial
adiabatic
version.
expansion means what? There will be no exchange of heat between the system and surrounding. The walls are already insulated
version.
and cylinder
Insulated.
piston also insulated, but base was highly conducting. That's why to stop the heat
Trial
exchange
version.
through the base, I put it in the insulating stand, sir. Okay,
Trial version.
clear? Now
Trial
then what
version.
you are doing is moving the piston up. Now initial condition what? P2,
Trial version.
V2 and T1. Now if you move the
Trial
piston
version.
up, then what will happen, sir? What will happen,
Trial
sir?
version.
Adiabatic expansion, then what will happen, sir?
Trial version.
Tell.
Trial version.
If you are expanding it, then what will happen, sir?
Trial version.
So volume
টেম্পারেচার
increase হবে.
কমবে,
টেম্পারেচারটা কি
Trial
হবে?
version.
ডিক্রিজ,
ডিক্রিজ। কেন ডিক্রিজ করবে?
Trial version.
কারণ কি ওয়ার্ক
Why
ডান
it will
পজিটিভ
decrease?
হচ্ছে, so there is a positive
Trial
work
version.
done and dq is 0, so del u
Very
is
good.
negative. Del u
Trial
is
version.
negative, so that's why temperature will decrease.
Because dq equals to 0 in adiabatic
Trial
expansion, in any adiabatic process, if dq equals to 0, just check it out. It's an
Trial
expansion.
version.
Just I'm writing it with. That means parameter, all three parameter will change.
Trial
P3,
version.
V3 and T2. Now why I'm telling you it will
Trial version.
decrease, sir. You see dq equals to 0. Okay.
Trial version.
All right. Now
Trial
over
version.
here, can you tell me what will be the Q1?
Trial
Q1 will be
version.
how much? Who can tell me?
Trial version.
Who can tell me Q1?
Sir, q1 is the
Trial
amount of heat
version.
that we have given.
Taken, yes. How much? Expand. Can you tell me the expression?
Trial version.
You know, sir. I'm giving
Trial
you the
version.
hint.
Trial version.
Tell me, sir. You know, sir. You know, sir.
Trial
If I
version.
tell you, sir, it's so simple, sir. I knew.
Trial
তো
version.
এটাতে কি থার্মোডাইনামিক্স এর ফার্স্ট ইকুয়েশনটা ইউজ করতে হবে, ডেল্টা ইউ ইকুয়াল টু ডেল্টা
হ্যাঁ,
টি প্লাস
করো
পিডিভি?
Trial version.
করো। তুমি জানো তো, করো।
তাহলে ডিডব্লিউ হচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ, that
Trial
means
version.
du equals to the 0.
ইয়েস স্যার, পিডিভি।
So Q1 means
Trial
dq
version.
actually. The dq means Q1 over here. Heat given is a positive. So Q1 equals to what? That means
Trial
what?
version.
dw. Am I right? What you are getting? dq equals to
Trial version.
du plus dw. Is it
Sir,
okay?
dw কেন, w কেন না শুধু?
Trial version.
ওই w লেখো না, তুমি যা খুশি লেখো, তাতে কিছু অসুবিধা নেই।
Trial version.
Okay. dw is integration pdv.
Trial
ওতে কিছু
version.
এসে যায় না। Okay. Now, what is the work done,
Trial
sir,
version.
in an isothermal process?
nrt
Trial version.
nrt ln
Yes,
মানে
yes,
r2
nRT or 1 mole. RT1
ln
ln
version.
V2
v2
by
by
G1, sir. Then, sir, who will say this?
Trial
You
version.
knew and still you couldn't say what is going on.
Trial version.
That is why I did all these derivations, work done in
Trial
each and
version.
every, processes, sir. Okay.
Trial version. Trial version.
Any problem?
Trial version.
Any problem?
Trial version.
No, sir.
Got it? How you got it? See, you know actually.
Trial
So
version.
second case you see dq equals to 0. That means
Trial
du
version.
equals to minus dw. According to this
Trial
equation,
version.
du will be what? Minus dw. Now expansion is positive work. That means du is what? In
Trial
change in
version.
internal energy will be negative. But dw is positive. So change in internal energy will be
Trial
negative.
version.
That means temperature is what? Falling. That's why the
Trial
gas will
version.
cool down. Means T2 will be lesser than T1, sir. Is it okay? Theoretically
version.
also you can say, what you can say, sir, theoretically? Theoretically concept is also very
Trial
simple.
version.
If I think that theoretically, that I showed you mathematically, sir. dq equals to 0,
Trial
so
version.
du plus dw equals to 0, so du equals to minus dw. And dw is positive
Trial
because of
version.
the expansion, so du equals to negative. So du is negative means change in internal energy is negative,
Trial
means
version.
temperature will fall because internal energy is a function of temperature. Another theoretically you can say, as you are
Trial
not
version.
providing any heat from outside to the system, but system is expanding, that
Trial
means it is
version.
doing the positive work done. So if it does positive work, so
Trial
from where it
version.
will do the positive work, such due to the expense of its internal energy. Am I right?
Trial version.
Am I right, sir? Concept.
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
So automatically, if it expands its internal energy, then what will happen, sir?
Trial
Internal energy
version.
will decrease. So gas will cool down, sir. Clear the concept, sir?
Trial
Any manner
version.
you can think theoretically, you can think mathematically support for that, but the concept
Trial
has to be
version.
clear. Done, sir?
Trial version.
Any doubt? No.
Trial version.
Next, third step. So you got the second step, sir. Then third step.
Trial version.
So first step isothermal expansion, second adiabatic expansion, third step is your
Trial version.
isothermal contraction.
Trial version.
Contraction.
Trial version. Trial
Now,
version.
isothermal contraction, what you are doing it again, you are taking the cylinder
Trial version.
into the cold body, that is your sink.
Trial version.
Okay, into the cold body, that we call it as
Trial
sink,
version.
which is also at a temperature T2. So this is
Trial
sink,
version.
which is at a temperature T2.
Trial version. Trial
Then what
version.
you are doing it, so the parameters
Trial
were
version. Trial version.
P2, sorry, P3, V3,
Trial version.
T2, and you are pushing the piston down.
Trial version.
You are pushing the piston down because contraction.
Trial version.
Okay, then what will happen, sir?
Trial version.
Then what will happen?
Trial version.
What will happen then? The volume will contract.
Trial version.
In volume contraction, pressure
Trial
will
version.
increase.
Trial version.
Okay, so that means
Trial
it will
version.
be isothermal. That means it will be your P4,
Trial version.
V4, T2. And what else, sir?
Trial version.
What else?
Trial version.
Sir, Q2.
Why, sir?
Trial
It
version.
will give out Q2 to the sink. Why?
Trial version.
Why it will give
Because
out
it's
heat to the
liquid
sink?
right now, I have
Trial version.
the pressure down.
Now, you see, as
Trial
temperature
version.
remains constant, you are doing the heat, work done. Okay.
Trial version.
So if you are doing the work done, then what will happen as temperature has to remain
Trial version.
constant. That means there will be no change in the internal energy.
Trial version.
So automatically the heat has to be given out because dq
Trial
equals to
version.
du plus dw. So dw equals to your what? Minus. So
Trial
dq
version.
equals to, that means negative. That means negative means your what? Heat has to be
Trial
given
version.
out. Am I right, sir? Am I right?
Trial
Over here,
Yes,
what
sir.
is happening, sir? du equals to 0.
Trial version.
So dq equals to actually negative
Trial
work done.
version.
Okay.
Trial version.
All right. So that means dq will be a what?
Trial version.
The negative.
Trial
dq equals
version.
to what? Actually positive dw. But
Minus
dw is what?
RT2.
Negative.
Trial version.
dw
Yes,
is negative. So that means heat has to be
Trial
what?
version.
Given out. Given out means your what? Negative. Negative means your what? The work
Trial
dw is
version.
negative. So that means dq is negative. Negative is negative means what? Heat has to be given out. And that is
Trial
the
version.
q2. q2 will be then, can you tell me then? Can you tell me the expression for
Trial
q2?
version.
Sir, RTLM V4
Trial version.
by V3.
Minus.
minus
Trial version.
RT2 ln
RT2
Trial
ln
version.
V4 by V3. Is it clear, sir?
Trial version.
So contraction, na negative work done, na sir? So we'll put that.
Trial version.
So or you can write this one
Trial
as,
version.
if I take negative avoid it. So RT2 ln,
Trial
what will you
version.
get? V3 by
V3
V3
by
V4.
by
V4.
V4.
See how
Trial
simple
version.
the concept is. So you
Trial
see the
version.
engine, it gives out the heat to the cold body, sir.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Okay. And last stroke, sir.
Trial version.
Stroke number 4. Adiabatic
Trial version.
contraction.
Trial version. Trial version.
Adiabatic
Trial
contraction.
version.
Now in adiabatic contraction, what you do, sir? Adiabatic means has
Trial
to be
version.
insulated. This system again taken it to the insulating stand.
Trial version.
Okay. This system is taken to the insulating
Trial
stand,
version.
sir. Then
Trial version. Trial version.
taken it to the insulating stand because
Trial
adiabatic,
version.
so all has to be isolated. So what was the parameter, sir?
Trial
Parameter
version.
was P4 V4 T2. P4
Trial version.
V4 T2. You put the piston down now.
Trial
Okay,
version.
can you see it? So your parameter was P4
Trial
V4
version.
T2. You push the piston down so that it comes back to
Trial
your
version.
same initial state, because you push the piston down means temperature will increase
Trial version.
automatically. dq is 0, so du equals to what? Minus of dw, and dw
Trial
is
version.
negative, so du will be positive. That means temperature will increase, and it will increase in such a
Trial
manner
version.
that it goes to the same initial temperature. So a cycle is completed.
Trial version.
This is called Carnot cycle.
Trial version.
So that means
Trial version.
the system again comes back to the
Trial version.
same initial state, sir.
Trial
You
version.
understood why the temperature will increase? So that means
Trial version.
P1, V1, T1.
Trial
Now, why
version.
temperature will increase? Again, once more, I'm telling you, in this adiabatic contraction,
Trial version.
dq equals to 0, sir. Is it okay?
Trial
In
version.
this step, dq equals to 0. That means du
Trial
equals
version.
to minus of dw. All right? Because dq
Trial
equals to
version.
du plus dw, so du equals to minus of dw. Now it's a contraction, so dw is what?
Trial
Negative
version.
or positive? dw
Trial
is
version.
negative. Okay. So
Trial
if dw
version.
is negative, so negative and negative gives you du what? Positive. Am I
Trial
right?
version.
Because contraction means work is
Yes,
negative, so dw is negative.
Trial
So if
version.
dw is negative, then du will be minus of minus, so it gives you plus. So du is plus, means internal
Trial
energy, what is
version.
happening? Increasing, sir. That means final temperature will be more than my initial temperature. So
Trial
that's why
version.
it is coming back to the same T1. So if you can perform the steps by any
Trial
engine
version.
like this, your engine will be most efficient engine. Now, we'll calculate the efficiency of
version.
Carnot's engine, sir. Just follow it.
Trial
স্যার
version.
Now there is a cycle, huh?
বলছি একবার আগের পেজটা যাবে না
আগেরটা?
Trial version.
হ্যাঁ স্যার এক মিনিট
Trial version.
ঠিক আছে
Trial version.
Okay. Now we'll calculate the efficiency of this most efficient engine.
Trial
Okay.
version.
Now first we'll see the PV diagram
Trial version.
of the Carnot cycle. Okay.
Trial version. Trial version.
First isothermal expansion.
Trial version.
This curve.
Trial
Adiabatic
version.
curve slope is more stiffer than isothermal. So next is
Trial version.
adiabatic expansion. Expansion volume is increasing. This is your
Trial
adiabatic
version.
second stroke. Third stroke isothermal contraction.
Trial version.
Same way. And fourth stroke is adiabatic
Trial version.
contraction. The system is returning back to its same initial state.
Trial version.
Okay. Any problem?
Trial version.
So in this is iso. That means what are the parameters?
Trial version.
P1, V1, T1, to over
Trial
here,
version.
P2, V2, T1,
Trial version.
and over here heat is given Q1. This is
Trial version.
iso expansion EXP in this stroke.
Trial
Write
version.
down.
Trial version.
Okay. Write down.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So this is iso expansion, sir.
Trial version.
Have you written it?
Trial version.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Second is adiabatic
Trial
expansion.
version.
This so ADI adiabatic expansion, and parameters
Trial
becomes
version.
your how much after that expansion?
Trial
Tell
version.
me. P3, V3, and
Trial version.
T2, sir. Is it okay?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
All right. Third again,
Trial version.
isothermal contraction. And in
Trial
this
version.
stroke, Q2 heat is given out.
Trial version.
Q2 it is given out.
Trial version. Trial version.
And parameters will be what over here?
Trial version.
P4, V4, T2. Am
Trial
I right?
version.
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
And fourth one is adiabatic contraction.
Trial version. Trial version.
So this is the Carnot cycle. Now I'll calculate the efficiency. Basically,
Trial
efficiency
version.
is the work output, but we will not go ahead with that. We know already the
Trial
efficiency of any engine, sir. What is the efficiency of any engine, sir?
Sir, 1 minus
Trial
Q2 by
version.
Q1.
Perfect, sir. Eta equals to C. So detail is not given
Trial
anywhere.
version.
1 minus Q2 by Q1. Now, did you get it
Trial
Q2?
version.
1 minus Q2 actually nRT, but I took it 1 mole only over here.
Trial
So
version.
Q2 is what? RT2 ln V3 by V4.
Trial version.
Ln V3 by
Trial
V4
version.
by
Trial version.
Q1 is what? RT1 ln
Trial version.
V2 by V1. All right.
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version. Trial version.
Any problem?
No, sir.
Trial version.
No problem.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Did you get
Trial
it?
version.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
Yeah, my line got disconnected actually suddenly.
Trial version.
So, you see, is it okay?
Trial version.
Now, what I was talking about, in isothermal expansion, what relation
Trial
can you
version.
write it down between the pressure and volume, sir?
Trial version.
What relation? Tell me. In this step,
V1 V1 equal to
P1
Trial
P1
version.
equals to P2 V2.
Very good. So write down first equation. P1 V1
Trial version.
equals to P2 V2. This is equation 1. Then
Trial version.
in second stroke, in this stroke, adiabatic expo, what relation you can
Trial
write it down?
version. Trial
What
version.
relation can you write it down? Tell
Trial
me.
version.
PV to the power gamma is the constant.
Yes, that
Trial
means
version.
P2 V2 to the power gamma equals to P3 V3 to the power gamma. Is it okay?
Trial version.
Is it okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Trial
P V
version.
to the power gamma is constant. That means P2 V2 to the power gamma
Trial
equals
version.
to P3 V3 to the power gamma. This is equation 2.
Trial version.
Same thing in isothermal contraction. What you can write it down?
Trial version.
P3 V3 equals to P4 V4. Am I right?
Trial version.
So next one I can write
Trial
P3
version.
V3 equals to P4 V4. This is
Trial
equation
version.
3.
Trial version.
All right.
Trial version.
And
Trial
last
version.
stroke in adiabatic contraction, what can you write it down? P4 V4 to the
Trial
power
version.
gamma equals to
Trial version.
P1 V1 to the power gamma. This is equation
Trial
4.
version.
Okay.
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version.
Up to this problem?
Trial version.
No, sir.
Now what you do, you multiply 1, 2, 3, 4.
Trial
Left side and
version.
right side. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4.
Trial version.
Now I'll do it, okay, simple way. If I multiply,
version.
you see left side P1, P2, P3, P4, you will get multiplication.
Trial version.
Right side also P2, P3, P4, P1. So will it cancel out both sides?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
So that means what are you getting it? Straight
Trial
to avoid
version.
the steps. V1 into V2 to the power gamma
Trial version.
into V3 into V4 to the power gamma
Trial
equals
version.
to, that is left side, equals to V2 into
Trial version.
V3 to the power gamma into V4 into V1 to the
Trial
power
version.
gamma. Okay.
Trial
All right.
version.
All right.
Trial version.
Now V1, V2 you take it left side and V3, V4 you take it right
Trial
side.
version.
that means V1 into V2 to the power gamma
Trial version.
by V1 to the power gamma into
version.
V2 equals to V3
Trial
to the
version.
power gamma into V4 by
Trial version.
V3 into V4 to the power gamma.
Trial version.
Is it
Trial
okay?
version.
V1, V2 left side and V3, V4 right side.
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Now left side, what you can write
Trial
it down,
version.
sir? Can I write it down? This is
Sir,
V2
V2
to the power
by-
gamma minus
Sir, V1
V2
version.
by V1 to the power gamma minus 1
Trial
Yes, sir,
version.
equals to,
এটাই আমি
you can
বলতে
write
যাচ্ছিলাম।
it down V3 by
Trial
V4
version.
to the power gamma minus 1 right side.
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
So how
Trial
simple
version.
calculation?
Trial version.
Any problem? So from
Trial
here,
version.
Sir, V2 by
V2
V1
by-
equals to V3 by V4.
yes,
Trial version.
V3 by V4, sir. Okay.
Trial version. Trial version.
All right. So V2 by V1 equals to
Trial version.
V3 by V4. Now you see
Trial
V3
version.
by V4 equals to what? V2 by V1. Will it cancel out?
Trial version.
Will it cancel out, sir?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
So how simple becomes? So eta
Trial
equals to
version.
that means what? 1 minus
Trial version.
T2 by T1.
Trial version.
This is the
Trial version.
expression for efficiency of a Carnot engine, sir.
Trial version.
স্যার কার্নো ইঞ্জিনটা নট পসিবল কারণ এই আইডিয়াল গ্যাসটা নিতে হবে।
Yes,
Trial
and
version.
these strokes are not, I mean, basically it's not feasible to do it actually.
Trial version.
How will you do it this?
Trial version.
Isn't it? How will you do these strokes?
Trial version.
And Carnot engine is reverse process is
version.
refrigerator, sir. Engine, what it performs? Engine takes the heat
Trial
from the
version.
hot body, performs external work, giving the heat to the cold
Trial
body.
version.
What refrigerator does? Who can tell me?
Trial version.
Sir, opposite of the
What rep-
engine.
Sir,
হ্যাঁ, মানে
খাবার
কিরকম
ঠান্ডা করে।
কি হয়? হ্যাঁ, মানে
Trial
কিভাবে করা হয়? আমি এটাই জানতে চাইছি প্রিন্সিপালটা, মানে কিভাবে করা হয়, মানে আমি
Sir,
যখন
adiabatic
ডিজাইনটা
cooling.
বললাম,
More CFC gas আছে না
Adiabatic
ভিতরে,
cooling.
তার জন্য কুলিং হয় ভিতরে, and heat is getting absorbed by
version.
CFC.
না দেখো ইমি
Sir,
ইঞ্জিন যে কোনো
adiabatic
একটা
cooling, sir.
Trial
Adiabatic cooling.
নো আই এম টেলিং ইউ যে একটা ইঞ্জিনের স্ট্রাকচারটা হচ্ছে ইট টেকস দ্য হিট ফ্রম
Trial
হট
version.
বডি, পারফর্ম এক্সটার্নাল ওয়ার্ক এন্ড গিভস দ্য রিমেনিং হিট টু দ্য কোল্ড বডি।
Trial
ওকে,
version.
এটা হচ্ছে ইঞ্জিনের স্ট্রাকচার। তা সিমিলারলি দ্য স্কিম্যাটিক ডায়াগ্রাম, হোয়াট উইল বি দ্য রেফ্রিজারেটর স্কিম্যাটিক ডায়াগ্রাম?
Trial version.
বুঝতে পেরেছো আমি কি বলেছি?
Trial version.
হ্যাঁ।
তুমি তো রেফ্রিজারেটরটাকে দেখছো, তারপরে তো আমি অন্য টার্মস গুলো
Trial
ইয়ে
version.
করবো। আগে আমার স্ট্রাকচারটা কিরকম, বেসিক স্ট্রাকচারটা কিরকম হয়?
What is জানালে
Trial version.
Yes, tell someone was saying.
Trial version.
জোর করে এনার্জি দিয়ে
হ্যাঁ, এই তো এতক্ষণে তুমি
Trial
খেয়েছো।
version.
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার কি বলছেন?
Trial version.
সৌরজ্যোতি, এতক্ষণে তুমি খাওয়ার দাওয়ারটা ঠিক খাচ্ছ।
না না তো শুনছিলাম চুপচাপ, লিখছি সব।
Trial version.
Good. So you see, refrigerator structure is same, means or reverse means you
Trial
what?
version.
It takes the heat from the cold body using an external
version.
work, it gives out the heat to the hot body, isn't it?
Trial version.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
The inside the refrigerator is cold though, so it is making cooler. Yes
Trial
or no?
version.
How it is making cooler, sir? By using the
Trial
external
version.
work, ওই যে compressor run করে, the gas রাখা হয়. So that means
Trial version.
using the external work, it takes the heat from the cold body
Trial
and
version.
remaining what it is doing, it giving it to the surroundings, to the hot body, sir. তোমার এসি মেশিন কি
Trial
করছে?
version.
What it is doing, sir?
So it
ওখানে
is
তো
absorbing all the
compressor
hot
থাকে
air
একটা।
inside আর
Trial
বাইরে
version.
হ্যাঁ that
আচ্ছা
means
কুল
Q2
এয়ারটাকে
plus
ভিতরে দিচ্ছে।
W equals to Q1,
Trial version.
isn't it? Inside the room is so cold,
Trial version.
so how it is making cooler? Your compressor machine is there, the gas is there,
Trial
that is
version.
running, so that is doing the external work. Using that external work, it is taking the heat from the
Trial
inside the
version.
room, okay, that is which is cold, and giving it to your what surroundings. তার জন্য তো এয়ারটা
Trial
কি হয়,
version.
এত হট হয় কেন এসির?
এসি থেকে বেরোনো হাওয়াটা গরম
Trial
লাগে।
version.
হ্যাঁ তার
মানে
জন্যই তো।
হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু আমরা তো ঠান্ডাটা দেখতে মানে ঠান্ডাটা
Trial
পাই।
version.
তোমরা তো
যার
ভেতরে আছো,
হ্যাঁ,
তুমি
যার
তো
বাইরে
সিস্টেমের ভেতরে আছো। হ্যাঁ,
হুম।
তাহলে মেশিনটা ডিভাইসটা কি
Trial
করছে
version.
তোমার?
ঘরের হট এয়ারটাকে বাইরে বার করছে।
ডিভাইসটা কোল্ড বডি থেকে হিটটা নিচ্ছে, কিভাবে
Trial
হিটটা
version.
নিচ্ছে? With the help of an external work, that is the compressor is running,
Trial
isn't
version.
it?
হ্যাঁ
Yes, sir.
Using the electricity and then remaining heat it is giving out to the surrounding. তার
Trial
জন্যই তো
version.
তোমার কম্প্রেসর খারাপ হয়ে গেলে কখনোই আর এসি চলবে না।
Trial version.
Understood? So next
Yes, sir.
day what we will do, we will do the numericals.
Trial
The
version.
next chapter of the SC Verma's numericals is more tougher actually and more conceptual based.
Trial
So next
version.
class we will be doing the numericals of adiabatic, isothermal, all these typical numericals are there,
Trial
long
version.
numericals. And after that we will move on to your SH answer. Okay.
Trial version.
So thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe. Stay home.
Trial version.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye, sir.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.